Comment down your favorite quote. If you want to find the secrets of the universe, think in terms of energy, frequency, and vibration. The present is theirs, the future, for which I really worked, is mine. If your hate could be turned into electricity, it would light up the whole world. Intelligent people tend to have less friends than the average person. The smarter you are, the more selective you become. Of all things, I liked books best. I do not think you can name many great inventions that have been made by married men. Our virtues and our failings are inseparable, like force and matter. When they separate, man is no more. All that was great in the past was ridiculed, condemned, combated, suppressed, only to emerge all the more powerfully, all the more triumphantly from the struggle. Today scientists have substituted mathematics for experiments, and they wander off through equation after equation, and eventually build a structure which has no relation to reality. What one man calls God, another calls the laws of physics. The gift of mental power comes from God, divine being, and if we concentrate our minds on that truth, we become in tune with this great power. My mother had taught me to seek all truth in the Bible. It's not the love you make, it's the love you give. Marconi is a good fellow. Let him continue. He is using 17 of my patents. But instinct is something which transcends knowledge. We have, undoubtedly, certain finer fibers that enable us to perceive truths when logical deduction, or any other willful effort of the brain, is futile. The carrying out into practice of a crude idea as is being generally done is, I hold, nothing but a waste of energy, money and time. When natural inclination develops into a passionate desire, one advances towards his goal in 7-league boots. As I review the events of my past life, I realize how subtle are the influences that shape our destinies. The harness of waterfalls is the most economical method known for drawing energy from the sun. There is no energy in matter other than that received from the environment. One has to be sane to think clearly, but one can think deeply and be quite insane. I am credited with being one of the hardest workers, and perhaps I am, if thought is the equivalent of labor, for I have devoted to it almost all of my waking hours. The by far greater number of human beings are never aware of what is passing around and within them, and millions fall victims of disease and die prematurely just on this account. Merciless is the law of nature, and rapidly and irresistibly we are drawn to our doom. The spread of civilization may be likened to a fire. First, a feeble spark, next a flickering flame, then a mighty blaze, ever increasing in speed and power. Be alone, that is the secret of invention. Be alone, that is when ideas are born. Peace can only come as a natural consequence of universal enlightenment and merging of races, and we are still far from this blissful realization. If you only knew the magnificence of the 3, 6, and 9, then you would have a key to the universe. Inventors don't have time for married life. My brain is only a receiver, In the universe there is a core from which we obtain knowledge, strength, and inspiration. We crave for new sensations, but soon become indifferent to them. The wonders of yesterday are today common occurrences. In the 21st century, the robot will take the place which slave labor occupied in ancient civilization. The feeling is constantly growing on me that I had been the first to hear the greeting of one planet to another. The scientists of today think deeply instead of clearly. One must be sane to think clearly, but one can think deeply and be quite insane. Every living being is an engine geared to the wheelwork of the universe. Though seemingly affected only by its immediate surrounding, the sphere of external influence extends to infinite distance. Restraint has not always been according to my taste, but my pleasurable experiences are a huge reward. The opinion of the world does not affect me. I have placed as the real values in my life what follows when I am dead. The scientific man does not aim at an immediate result. He does not expect that his advanced ideas will be readily taken up. His duty is to lay the foundation for those who are to come and point the way. I would give 1,000 secrets of nature upon which I stumbled by accident, in exchange for this one which I extracted from nature, in spite of all the miracles and dangers which I faced. Antisocial behavior is a trait of intelligence in a world full of conformists. Comment down your favorite quote.